It is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video, and I guess welcome back to another top 10 video. I know this is kind of weird doing this back to back, just like I did with the James Woods videos that I did, like my collection of James Woods and my top 10 of James Woods. But since I'm coming off my Charlie Sheen collection video, I figured I'd show you guys my top 10 personal favorite movies dealing with Charlie Sheen. Like I said before in the other video, I'm a big fan of Charlie Sheen as an actor. Sadly, nowadays, he's loony cuckoo and nuts nowadays, and he's like going off his rocker. But back in the 80s and like the 90s, he made a lot of really good movies back then. A lot of fun movies and Academy Award-winning movies and good drama films as well. Some of them are not going to be on the list, like Wall Street. Surprisingly, that was not going to be on the top 10, but these are like the top 10 that I can always go back to and watch for Charlie Sheen that I think are underrated or I just love watching the most. So let's get on to my top 10 favorite films of Charlie Sheen. So let's get on to it. Number 10, Beyond the Law. One of Charlie Sheen's most underrated performances, where he basically is a cop who has to go undercover into this biker gang headed by Michael Madsen, who deals with arms trafficking and drugs and things like that, but slowly his mind starts going deeper and deeper into the biker underworld, and he starts losing his mind and things like that, because the cops really want him to infiltrate this biker gang and go undercover, and people have done it in the past didn't make it, so they hope that he can do it and things like that. But really great movie. Charlie Sheen, Linda Fiorentino, Michael Madsen, Courtney B. Vance, Leon Rippey, Rip Torn. Really solid flick, and definitely one of Charlie Sheen's best acting performances. Number 9 is Under Pressure, also known as A Bad Day on the Block, where basically Charlie Sheen's character is a firefighter who has a little bit of a temper problem, but Charlie Sheen's all messed up in the head, and he has something against his neighbors, and he goes over there and takes them hostage, and the cops are trying to get in there and things like that. Charlie Sheen's character has this game where he plays Russian roulette and things like that. It's pretty insane movie. One of the cops is actually John Ratzenberger, who was Ham on the Toy Story films and was on Cheers and things like that. Directed by Craig R. Baxley, who did Stone Cold and Action Jackson, Rose Red, things like that. But underrated movie. I think one of Charlie Sheen's most underrated performances as well. I think he's really good in this. Number 8 for Charlie Sheen, The Arrival. Really great science fiction movie where Charlie Sheen's character is my nose is itchy. Charlie Sheen's character is a radio astronomer who thinks he's picked up a cosmic noise that signals extraterrestrial intelligence and things like that. God, my nose is itchy. But I think this is a really solid flick. You also have Terry Polo and Ron Silver in the film as well. The sequel's a piece of shit, but I love the first Arrival, but Charlie Sheen's right there on the top right there. But number 7, Red Dawn. Love this movie a lot. One of my favorite 80s films. Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey, Powers Booth, Harry Dean Stanton, William Smith. I mean, just a hell of a cast, and one of the best 80s films out there, directed by John Milius. Love Red Dawn. Number 6 is the sequel to Hot Shots, Hot Shots Part 2. It's my favorite of the Hot Shots films. There's 2 of them, but I love this one the most. This is the one where it's more of a parody on Rambo, because the first one was a parody on Top Gun, and this one is more of a parody on Rambo, where Charlie Sheen's character is the Rambo character, You also have Valeria Golino, who is Tom Cruise's girlfriend in Rain Man. You also have Lloyd Bridges, who comes back from the first movie. You have Richard Crenna, surprisingly enough. He was Troutman in the Rambo films, so it's kind of funny he's in this as well, so I thought that was a nice touch. And I think Jim Abrams directed this, I think. For some reason it doesn't credit, like, who mentions, because for some reason it says Jim Abrams on here, but it doesn't say, like, directed by Jim Abrams, but I know Jim Abrams did this, who did the first movie and Airplane and things like that. Yeah, but this is a really fun parody film. It's one of my personal favorite parody films. Easily one of my favorites of Charlie Sheen. Number 5, of course, is Young Guns, my favorite Western film of all time. I love the actors in here. It's a great cast. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, Dermot Mulroney, Casey Siemaszko, Lou Diamond Phillips. You also have Terry O'Quinn, Jack Palance, Terrence Stamp. It's the really wonderful cast. Of course, based on the Billy the Kid story. Yeah, but I love this film a lot. I think all these guys did a great job in here. Number 4, of course, no explanation whatsoever. Platoon, definitely one of my favorite war films of all time. Tom Berenger, Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, directed by Oliver Stone. It's definitely one of the best Vietnam movies. Number 3, really fun dark comedy film, Men at Work, with him and Emilio Estevez, where they play garbage men who get into all kinds of hijinks when they find a dead body in one of the trash cans. Keith David is in here from They Live and among many other movies. He's really funny in this. You have Dean Cameron. You also have John Getz from the Fly remake as the main villain. You have Leslie Hope, who was in Bruiser, with which I talked about before, and written and directed by Emilio Estevez. Yeah, this is a really fun dark comedy film. I think both of these guys did a wonderful job in this, and it's a really fun. Like I said, it's a pretty fun, like, dark comedy film. If you like dark comedies, I highly recommend you check this out. But this DVD, for some reason, is pretty expensive and pretty pricey and out of print, but I highly recommend you check the movie out if you can find it for a pretty good price. Number 2, Major League. Easily one of Charlie Sheen's best as the convict who's the pitcher with the Rick Vaughn, the big glasses that he has on. Also have Tom Berenger, who was in Platoon with him. Corbin Burnson, Wesley Snipes, Rene Russo, James Gammon. I mean, just a really fun sports film. It's easily one of the best sports films ever made. And it's definitely one of my personal favorite comedy films as well. I think Major League is a lot of fun. You also have Dennis Haysbert, who's been in a lot of movies as, like, this guy who's obsessed with one of the players who's, like, really obsessed with, like, voodoo. It's pretty funny, but I love Major League a lot. And, of course, I mentioned this before in the collection video, but my number 1 favorite Charlie Sheen film is The Rookie, with him and Clint Eastwood. I think this is one of the most underrated buddy cop films of all time. I love the back and forth that Clint Eastwood has with Charlie Sheen. You also have Raul Julia as the villain, Sonia Braga. You have Laura Flynn Boyle. Tom Skerritt is in here as well in a supporting role, where basically, you know, Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood have to go after Raul Julia and things like that. And I think Clint Eastwood did a really good job directing this. I know the film's on Blu-ray as well. I want to get the Blu-ray at some point, but The Rookie is criminally underrated. Like, no one ever brings this film up when it comes to, like, buddy cop films. This one always does not get talked about. It's really forgotten about too, but I love this movie a lot. It's my favorite Charlie Sheen film. And there you guys have it. That's my top 10 favorite Charlie Sheen films. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.